Hello everyone, this is Santesh Kallada and today in this video I'll show you how you can automate your WordPress blog posting using N8N. So first of all, before I show you how to create the automation, let me just quickly show you the sample input and sample output so you'll know what we are going to achieve by the end of this video. So as for the inputs, we have a Google Sheet like this. So in the Google Sheet, you have an article title, primary keyword, secondary keyword, content focus. Okay. And these two fields will be left blank. Okay. So you just have to fill these fields alone. And of course, you can avoid secondary keywords. You can avoid this content focus also. But the reason I am doing this way is because I don't want to leave everything up to AI. I want some sort of control over the articles that are going to be posted on my website. So what I'll do is I'll use a tool like SEMrush or Ahrefs, and maybe in just 1 hour or 2 hour, I'll be able to come up with article titles, primary keyword, secondary keyword, and content focus. So I'll know what exactly my article should discuss. So this is the sample input screen. And as for the sample output, see, this is how the sample output would look like. And please ignore the theme and all those stuff because this is just a test website that I am showing for the purpose of this video. So you'll have an article like this. The article length would be somewhere around 1500. So of course, if you want, you can make the article length longer. And if you want, you can make the article length smaller. So this is the article, and as you can see, there are images added here. Of course, if you want the images, if you want the width to be more, you can adjust it in the prompts. And if I just click on edit post, you'll be able to see that it has also added as featured image as well. So this is what we will be doing with the help of this particular automation. As I said, you can add some 50-60 topics here and you can set up a posting schedule inside N8N and it will handle everything for you. And what are the requirements for this? So you will need an N8N account, either self-hosted or cloud account. So of course, I would always recommend cloud account if you have the budget. Cloud account, the pricing starts from somewhere around 25 euros per month. If you have the budget, always go for the cloud account. And I am trying to work out a deal with N8N to give you a better discount. So if I am able to get a better discount for you, I'll be adding that particular link in the description of this video. So I'm hopeful that I'll be able to make a tie-up with them and give you a better discount in the next 5 or 10 days. So please check the description of this video, and if you sign up using that link, you'll be able to get a better discount. And of course, if you do not have the budget for getting a cloud account, you can always use the self-hosted account. So if you're using the self-hosted account also, it will cost you at least $5. And the only disadvantage with the self-hosted accounts is that there are certain more connections that you will need to do. There are certain technical aspects related. And of course, if you want to go the self-hosted route, I am also attaching a tutorial in the description of this video, which shows you how to set up a self-hosted N8N account. Next is an OpenAI API key. This is required for creating the articles. And another requirement would be a Perplexity API key. The reason why we are using Perplexity in our automation is because we need all our articles to have factual and recent information. So we are using Perplexity, which will search the net for all our topics using our content topics, primary keyword and secondary keyword. It will find the latest articles and it will make sure that it is giving us the factual data. That is the reason we are using Perplexity here. And what does this automation do? As I told you earlier, it takes an article topic, primary keyword, secondary keyword, article focus, and then creates the articles. And it will make sure that the articles is SEO optimized. So a keyword density of 1%. And again, it will also make sure that the secondary keywords are also repeated at least 2 to 3 times in the article. And next, it will add images and featured images to the article along with SEO optimized alt tags. And it will also add a meta title and meta description. And of course, if you want, you will be able to add internal links as well. So I am not showing it in this particular automation, but of course that is possible. And it is possible with the Yoast SEO plugin. You can connect it with the N8N and add internal links as well. And before we start, so if you want, you can just follow this tutorial and I'll be showing you how to set up everything from scratch. And you can do all the setup by yourself. And of course, this template will be available for free in my school community. And I'll also give you a link to my school community in the description of this video. And if you do not want to go through this hassle of setting up everything, you can hire me and I'll be able to set up everything for you in your account. Now let us get started with the automation. It's a very simple automation. So the first step is a schedule trigger. Okay, so for the schedule trigger, you can set up like in a week how many times you want to do the posting. So if I want to make postings at least 3 times a week, so I'll do select weeks here, then weeks between triggers as one, then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That means that every week there will be at least 3 blog post mode added to my website. And of course, if you want to add schedule trigger, just search for schedule trigger, drag and drop it here. And next we'll need a Google Sheet node. Okay. So for that also search for Google Sheet, add it here, and make sure that you have connected a Google Sheet account. Otherwise, if you do not have it connected, just click on create new credentials. But if it is self-hosted account, you want to do this process. Okay, there are some technical setups. Where else, if you are using the cloud account of N8N, you can just click on connect with Google and connect your Google account. Anyway, this process also I'll be showing you. Like what I will do is I'll attach a tutorial in the description of this video which shows you how to connect your Google Sheet account with your N8N account. Of course, if you're using the self-hosted version. Otherwise, you can just click on this open docs and just follow the tutorial here. Okay, they have a very detailed tutorial here showing you how to do that. I have already connected my account and I am selecting this particular sheet. It's called article topic. So I am selecting that particular sheet. And what I'll do is I'll add a filter here and see in my particular article topics sheet, there is a status column. Okay. So the status column, like whenever I am adding a new article, I'll put the status as not published. And here, see, not filter, that would be the filter that I'm using. Status should be not published. So then if the status is not published, then it will get the article. Okay, get the first topic here. Here it is published because I already run this automation, but make sure that you're putting it as not published. Then it will get that first topic which has the status as not published. And see here, in my case, before this article was published, this is the output that I received. Okay, so I got the article title, primary keyword, secondary keyword, content focus, and all those stuff I got. Next, I am adding a limit node here. Because see, in the article, as I told you, you will be adding maybe 50 or 60 topics in a go. Okay. So you don't want to get all these topics. So what I'll do is I'll add a limit node. Just add a limit node like this. Add a limit node and put the limit as 1. Because every day when this automation is run, we just need one article. Okay. We just need to create one article. Next is we need to add the Perplexity request node. Okay, so for that, just go here, type HTTP, add this particular node and connect it to this limit node. And inside Perplexity, like make sure that you are selecting this option called post. And in the URL, make sure that you are giving this particular option. Okay. And other than that, then make sure that you are setting up the option send headers, then authorization, then bearer space, then your Perplexity API key. So to get your Perplexity API, just create a free account on perplexity.ai. And of course, you need to recharge your Perplexity account. Only then you will be able to access this. Just give me a second. See. Once I click here, go to accounts. And here you have API keys. Okay. So if you do not have a key, make sure that you are generating the key by clicking on the create key button. Okay, and like that you can generate the key. Now that is done, so add the key here, then content type should be application JSON, and here make sure that you select the option send body, and the body content type should be JSON, specific body it should be using JSON, and this should be the content. Okay, and of course if you want you can just take a screenshot of this and ask ChatGPT to give you as a JSON. Otherwise, again, as I told you, this particular workflow is available for free inside my community, so you can get this for free from my community, and my community's name is AI Growth Tribe. So as you can see, you are a search agent, the user will provide you with the article title and topics to be discussed. Your task is to search the web for reliable, factual information on this topic. Summarize the key points to provide helpful content. Be concise and clear, focusing on details that would enhance articles' SEO value. I'll be passing this to my content writer who will write the article based on the data you give. Your summary should be minimum 400 to 500 words in length. So that is about it. And next, here inside content, the article title will be adding and topics to be discussed. See, these are the topics to be discussed. The content focus that will add, and all these settings you can just replicate by yourself. So that is how you will connect Perplexity. And see, once you run the Perplexity node, you will be getting an output like this. Okay, so in the output at the bottom, there will be this content, which is basically a summary of the top search result. What Perplexity will do is it will search in different search engines using the keywords you have given. And from all the top results, it will create a summary from the top 5 or 10 results. And it will create a summary like this. So the benefit of, as I told you earlier, the benefit of using Perplexity here is that the information would be very factual and up to date. Okay, because ChatGPT, GPT, and other AI models, they have a tendency to hallucinate stuff if they do not have correct information with them. So by using Perplexity, we are solving that particular issue. Next, we are adding a writing agent. To add a writing agent, just search for OpenAI. And here select the option messenger model, and here I have selected O1 mini, but O1 mini I think it will be discontinued soon, so just search for O3 mini. Yeah, see here, O3 mini. Just select this particular option, and again this prompt and all, make sure that you're changing it. Okay, this is something that I have personally written for myself, but make sure that you change it here and there to be optimized for your website. Here I have written you are an expert content writer specializing in artificial intelligence, business technology, and professional development. You write for AI growth, right? By premier community for AI passionate individuals, including working professionals, C-suite executives, and small business owners across US and UK. So these are all my ideal demographics. So make sure that you are changing it to match your demographics, okay, or ideal persona. And all these things look good. And at the bottom, I have given, see, inputs. Here you should again give your article title, primary keyword, secondary keyword, content focus areas, then summary from Perplexity. Yeah, see, Perplexity summary is available here. Drag and drop it there. And next, if you want to get from Google Sheet the article title and all those stuff, just drag and drop it here to the sheet into the respective areas. So that is how the article writing agent will do. And the article writing agent, it will then create an article like this, a very detailed article like this. So once the article is created, what I'll do is I'll again add a model. Again, it's a content writing model. If you want, you can just duplicate this, and I have renamed it as SEO-optimized agent. This agent's main task is to optimize the article for the primary keyword and secondary keyword. Even though we have given our primary keyword and secondary keyword in the previous step, there might be mistakes. Sometimes when it is creating all these long articles, it might miss out on adding the primary keyword and secondary keywords. To solve that particular issue, what we are doing is we are adding a secondary SEO optimizer agent. So as you can see, I want you to optimize the above article for SEO. Primary keyword, the same keyword from our first step. See, primary keyword from this particular step, then secondary keyword from this step. Primary keyword should have a keyword density of 1% in the article. Secondary keyword should appear at least once in the article, and ideally 2 to 3 times. Every secondary keyword should appear at least once in this article. And your job is to insert these keywords naturally into the above article if they are not already there. Do not rewrite the article or lose context. Here is the article, and we are giving the article. And simplify the output, all those stuff. And the output would again be like this. And in this output, it will make sure that your primary keyword as well as the secondary keyword is inserted following the guidelines we have given it. So that is what the SEO optimizer agent is. Next, we have a WordPress optimization agent. WordPress optimization agent, what it does is it will convert. See, this SEO optimizer agent will give us an article. It will convert that article into proper format, which is optimized for WordPress. That is basically converting it into an HTML format. This particular WordPress optimization agent, what it does is you are a content editor, format the following text for WordPress with a single title element for article's main title, but do not repeat the same text to an H1 in the body. Then requirements. So basically, I'm giving it requirements to make it as an optimized WordPress article. So use bullet points, use S2 for main sections, S3 for main sections. This section, maybe you can just copy paste it as it is shown here, and please transform the following article accordingly. And see here, then it will give you an article with title and all those stuff with proper headers, paragraphs, and all this stuff. And once that is done, what we are doing is we'll post it to WordPress. So you can just search for WordPress and you can select this particular post option, create a post. So I have selected it, and here you need to add your website. To add your website, what you need to do is click on create new credentials. Then here username would be the username of your admin dashboard. Okay, the username, but please make sure that the password is not the same as your admin dashboard. I'll show you how you can generate the password. And of course, if you want, you can just click on this open docs and it will show you how to do all this process. So anyway, I have a website. Yeah, this is the website, test website that I have. So what you need to do is go to your WordPress dashboard. Then in the dashboard, go to users, click on all users, select your user's name and go down. Here you have an option, an application passwords. Here you need to give an application password. Okay. So I'll just type YouTube tutorial and I'll click on add application password. Then I'll get a password like this. Just copy that. And I'll do one thing, I'll just revoke it right away because I don't want anyone else using that. Anyway, whatever password, your application password you have copied, put it here. Okay. As I told you, username would be the username which you are using to log into your WordPress dashboard. And the URL would be the URL of your WordPress account. So, my case here, this is the username, then I have the application password, and WordPress would URL would be something like this. And you have to select this option, ignore SSL issues. So once that is done, and if you test it, this particular automation, it will actually create a post inside your WordPress account. Okay, you will be getting the WordPress post and all those stuff, the raw post, then rendered post, the Slack, all these details you are getting. Okay, it will do the posting automatically for you. Next, what we have to do is we have to generate the images. Okay, as I told you, even based on the recommendations from Google and other SEO experts, in the article there should be at least 2 or 3 images. So again, I have an image generation agent here. So for that, just search for OpenAI, and as I told you earlier, message a model. Add that here. Then see here. In model, I have select GPT-404 here. And this is what I have done. Article, you are an expert content analyst and visual designer tasked with creating image generation prompts that perfectly complement blog articles. Follow the steps. So basically, I have given it exact step-by-step instructions on how to create the images. Okay, and I have also given it a format for the output. So the output should be, so I am asking it to create 2 image generation prompts. Okay, for each image, descriptive title of the image and the prompt that should be used. And once I run that, I'll be getting a JSON output like this. Okay, and the output would be inside this results. And you have the title, you have the prompt here. So all those things look good. Okay, and here I have selected the option output the content as JSON to get everything in the JSON format. Next, again, we are using, see here, image generation prompt. Then we are using a split out node. Okay. Because see, this image generation prompt, it will give you just one JSON item. And inside this one JSON item, you'll have this two prompts. So I need to make it as two separate JSON items. Only then I'll be able to go through each items one by one and create an image for both. So for that, I'll just search for the split out node. I'll just select the split out node here. And inside the split out node, as you can see, I just dragged and dropped this results, this particular field here. Okay, and I have selected the option no other fields. And now once I test this particular step, as you can see, this is the output that I am receiving. So here I have sent one item, and here as the output, I am getting it as two items. Then I have a limit node here. This is actually not important. You can actually remove that. In fact, I'll remove it right away. It is not required. That was created just for the testing purposes. And next I add a loop over items node. Okay. So just search for loop over items node. Here batch size would be 1. So basically what this loop over items node does is it will go through both these two image generation prompts that we generated, and it will create two images. And for creating images, like I'm using OpenAI itself, and here you have an option called generate an image. And please note that when you're using this generate an image option, it is actually using the DAL-E image generation model. This image generation model, it's not that good. Okay, there are different other image generation models. In fact, OpenAI has a separate image generation model. You can try that as well. But just for the sake of this example, I am showing this DAL-E3. Okay, but please note that the image generation quality is not that good. Okay, once you have the image generated, see, you have the image generated, so you add an HTTP node to upload that image to WordPress. Because see, even though there is a default WordPress node here, it does not provide an option to upload an image. So we'll be using HTTP request for that. And for that, what you need to do is here, whatever is your website, WordPress website, give it here. And WP JSON / WP / v2 / media. And as for authentication, select predefined credentials, and credential type, select WordPress API, and under WordPress API, select the website you have added. And as for headers, select the options sent headers and using the fields below, and the parameter would be content disposition, and do everything, copy everything as it is shown here. Okay. And here the file name, I am replacing it with the primary keyword. Okay. So as you can see, whenever we are uploading the image, the file name would be our primary keyword .png. This is just for SEO purposes. And again, we have the content type as data, and the value would be data. See, the file name, it is data. And yeah, everything you can leave it as it is. And once you click on test step, it will actually upload that particular image. In fact, let me just quickly show you the image it has uploaded. Yeah, it will actually upload that image to my website. See, we have added the image. Next, again, we have added a HTTP request node. And here what we have done is same thing. Okay, our website / WP JSON, WP again / v2 / media, and / the JSON ID of the image which we have uploaded in the previous step. So that ID is available here. I'll just drag and drop it here. And everything is same as last step. And only difference is that here we are using the send body option, and inside send body we are using these particular steps. That is, we are giving the alt tag as well as the title. Okay, both thing will be giving as our primary keyword. As I told you earlier, this is just for the SEO purpose. So we'll be setting up the primary alt text as well. And as you can see, once we have set up the alt tag, it will again go back to that loop. Alt text is actually connected to the loop over items. That is, for one image, we'll upload the image to WordPress, set up the alt tag, then go back to the loop again upload the second image, set up the alt tag, come back. And once both these steps are done, see, the output would be sent as two items. That is two image generation, two links, okay, or two images. So it will be sending two images. Okay. It will be sent as two particular items here. And as I told you earlier, like in this loop over items, again, all the outputs would be inside a single JSON item. So what I need is I need to extract only, see here, the output from this each node is like this. We just need this image link. That is the uploaded image link. So these are the uploaded image links. So this is the first item. And if I go to the back, this is the second item. Then we again have another item. We'll actually have two images. See, once we're generating two, this is because I have run so many tests in between. So the data is actually a bit messed up. But anyway, that's okay. But for now, just know that the output from this loop or item would be the image. See, each item would look like this. And for each item, there will be a link. We just need this particular link only. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll use a split out node. As I told you here, split out node. I'll use a split out node and I'll get only this particular area. Okay, I just need this images. So I'll just drag and drop it here. And once that is done, see the output that I'm getting, it would be something similar like this. Okay. Again, it will come as two different items with two different image links. Now what I'll do is I am using an aggregate node to combine these two image links. Okay. See, earlier what I did was from this so much data, I am extracting only the image link. That is why I have used a split out node. And from the split out node, I have actually received an output like this. From this output, see, everything would be inside one item. See, this item, please ignore. It came by mistake only. This is the output that you have received. So I need to combine both these images into one item. That is why I'm using an aggregate node. And here the option I have selected as aggregate fields. And as for field name, this particular field name, just drag and drop it there. And then as you can see, the rendered output would be something like this. Okay. Here, as I told you, it came as 3 by mistake. If you're doing the testing, it will come only as 2. Okay. The reason why I am not running this workflow again is, again, it will take time. Okay, I don't want to delay it in the video. So yeah, you will be getting uploaded image links here. And once you have the image links, what you need to do is like you will be creating an image adding agent. So what this agent does is, see, you are an expert image adding and meta description and title generating agent and an image generation agent. You will receive the HTML code of a WordPress article as an input. Your first task would be to create an SEO-optimized meta title and meta description. And your second step would be to insert the two images randomly into the article. You can use the image SRC. So I have given it clear instructions. See, I have run this test so many, almost hundreds of times. So I know what are the mistakes that will happen. That is why I'm giving the prompts accordingly. Post to WordPress. So that article post will be giving it here. And the two image links would be in this particular aggregate step. So image 1 and image 2. Those two image links also I am giving. And once I test this node, again it will give me an HTML code with meta description, meta title, as well as both these images inserted. Okay. It will add both these images inserted. After that, what I will do is I'll again add a WordPress node. See, WordPress node, and here I have an option called update a post. I'll be using that particular option. So update a post and I'll select my website, and post ID would be your post ID from that previous step. See, this post to WordPress. See, your post to WordPress, right? This particular post ID. Just add that post ID here. And as for fields, just add content and just add it as it is. So it will optimize this basically to cut out some unwanted areas. So just give it as it is and do the testing. And once you test that, you will see that both your images will be added to the article and you will be getting an article link like this. So we are almost done with the automation. Now the only part remaining would be we have to create a featured image and we have to set up the featured image. See, what we are doing is, again, we add an image generation agent here. And see, I need you to create a detailed image generation prompt based on the article I am sharing. Capture the main subject and all these steps, like similar to what we have done in the image generation agent earlier. And here is my article. So it will give you a prompt, and using that prompt, we'll be creating an image. And as I told you earlier, for creating image, just search for OpenAI. Then we have generate an image option, select that. And the prompt, we'll be using the prompt which we have created from the previous step. So it has actually created the image. And next, we need to upload the media, similar to what we have done earlier for adding images to the article. Only difference here is that right now we are setting up the featured image. Okay. And when generating image, please note that you can actually specify the resolution and stuff here. Okay. So specify a resolution that is good for featured image. And once your featured image is created, all you have to do is just add an HTTP node similar to what we have done earlier. Then give your website name here, wp-json wp/v2/media. And here just add your, see, everything similar to what we have done earlier. And here you need to add your keyword. In the first step, we had the primary keyword, right? So that primary keyword you should give here. Okay. And it's showing undefined. If you're getting an error like this, just remove this item and replace it with first. Okay. So that error will be gone. If you test this step, this particular image will be uploaded to WordPress and you will get an ID like this. Then what you have to do is, again, as I told you earlier, setting alt text. It is similar to what we have done earlier. I'll be the same thing, same node. I have just copy pasted it here. And here, if at all for any reason you're getting errors like this, just change this item to first. And setting alt text, and after that setting image, a featured image also. Again, it is an HTTP node, and method can be post. Same thing what we have done earlier. Post slash, then post to WordPress. See, we need to set the image, featured image for a particular post, right? So we had a post to WordPress node here. Post to WordPress. So that WordPress post ID we need to get and put that ID here. Then authentication, credential type, everything same as the previous steps. Only difference here is that we use the option send body. Then body content type will be JSON. Specify the body we'll be using the fields below. And we just need to add this field. Name will be featured media. And here JSON ID would be the image ID from the previous step. Okay. This particular image ID. Okay. Please note that this ID and the ID here is different. The ID we are using here is the post ID, okay? And here the ID we are using is the image ID. That is the image we have uploaded, right? That image's ID. That is what we are using here. Now, featured image would be added, and the last step would be updating our article topic sheet. Okay, we'll change the status as published and the article link needs to be added. That is what we'll be doing in the last step. Again, just add a Google Sheet node. And here I have given the link to my particular Google Sheet, and using what to match. Here just select. If at all you are getting this error, sometimes it shows errors like this. If at all you are getting an error, change that item to first. And here status should be set as published, and article link, like just use the article link from the previous step. Just drag and drop the article link. This is basically how you can automate your entire WordPress blog. Okay, so all this blog post posting and all, everything can be automated. Only thing you have to do is, like, you have to set up a sheet like this and give it the article title, primary keyword and secondary keyword. As I told you earlier, you can use tools like Href, SEMrush and all, and you'll be able to do all this stuff in maybe maximum 1 to 2 hours. And if you spend some 1 to 2 hours, you'll be able to easily come up with at least 50 topics on which you can create articles. This is how you do this. So I hope all of you like this automation. And if you like this video or if you found this video useful, please subscribe to my channel and please give a like to this video. And if at all you are facing any doubts, please let me know in the comment section below and I'll be happy to clear it for you. And as I told you earlier, the workflow is available for free inside my school community. You can get it from my school community. I'll give a link to my school community in the description of this video. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the future videos. Bye.